I just want to ask, like, I think Dima, since like she has experience with counseling, do you think you would recommend for people to go counseling?
I mean, there are different ways it would work for you. I mean, I would say personally, I would go because I have been on the both ends of the table, being a counselor and being a person who is counseled, and both are for me was a very drastically different experience when it comes to being vulnerable in front of people and everything. And my experience was kind of interesting. I mean, I didn't go to a professional, I would say. I was still going to those master's students who were still practicing and who were still in training. So my experience may not represent all counselors, but I did enjoy the process whereby uh, it was easier for me to express it or be more truthful because it was a stranger. Because uh, we do have internal biases when it comes to this kind of matter. Because if it's with a friend, you'd there are instances where internally you may feel that you may be judged. So although it's not something that may come on top of your head, but these things are normal, and that's why usually in the counseling area as well, they wouldn't do counseling if you already have a personal relationship with the person, with the client. So yeah, that is one of the ethics of counseling. So that for me also, I did reflect on that, and it made me it was slightly easier for me to open up to the person. But I don't know why, because maybe I was also getting a training on counseling. So I don't know if this is the right word or not, but I was being a judgmental on the counselor itself at times. There are times when I was like, oh, I wouldn't have done that. It's funny if I think about it now, but so sometimes I'm in the middle of tears, because I was really talking about all the things I had not expressed, and it was in a difficult point of the semester, so I was all tears in front of the student who was helping me with this, and uh, I could see her response, and at the same time I'm crying, but at the same time I'm like, I would have reacted differently. Maybe she should do something differently. So for me, I had that on the back of my head. So yeah, my brain did not stop then. But yeah, but one thing I need to tell you about counseling is I think I do go around a lot to practice as well. So just because one counselor doesn't work for you doesn't mean that no counselors will work,
Mm.
because everyone has their own strength. Even in our own little peer counselors group, we all have our own strength. And I'm pretty sure that in the vast professional world, there would be even more wider scope there. So don't lose hope. If one doesn't work for you, doesn't mean that the other one will also not
Yeah.
work. Try it out if it's something you want to express it or vent out and want a very safe personal space. So they do really provide that. And yes, if the counselor is starting to hurt you, or yeah, something like that, one thing you need to recall is, yes, people in authority figure or people in professional line can also be wrong. It does not mean that they are always right. If it doesn't work for you, try with a different counselor. Yeah, this it's a hit and miss sometimes,
Mm.
I would say.
Okay, interesting.